Welcome to Project Love Me TV. I am Rachel Harvest of the Harvest Method, and today we are getting reacquainted with our inner guides. Adulting, growing up, getting older, becoming set in your ways. All of those ideas come with a tinge of boredom. Slow down, turn towards the end. As life goes on, we get stagnant in thoughts and ideas that the past will repeat. We aren't good enough, we can't, or we aren't worthy. Then we find evidence for our experience that prove those thoughts and ideas to be true. You have a guide inside. Think of a child-sized version of yourself. Don't diminish him or her as a naive and inexperienced. Rather, relate to him or her as free, fearless, and inspired, because that's what each and every one of us was at some point when we were a child. After that, you let that slide and let experience cloud your gusto and fear to stop you. There's all this talk of courage and bravery. If you connect to baby you don't need to be courageous or brave. You are simply curious and open. That version of you is your guide inside. He or she is connected to your passions and your unadulterated joy. He or she is going to tell you what you want and where you want to be. So listen. Sit and breathe and listen. You don't know the answers to what's next or what you have to do. You only know that there's something you can do based solely on being true to you, little you, the authentic one who's right there inside. I met my inner guide again after a 10-year disconnect on a very specific day. It was August 27th, 2013, and I remember meeting her again. I remember what followed, and I haven't looked back or stopped or listened or reverted to distrust since then. I was at Burning Man when I listened and found her again. There's a temple structure every year where people leave their upsets, their losses, their burdens, and their sadness. These can be their fears, resentments, the death of a loved one, anger, or anything and everything that gets in the way of you living and growing. That day, I went to leave behind my anger, my fear, and my resentment for my mother, for dying and leaving me a decade prior on that very day. I cried for hours. I was so angry that I was shouting and cussing, and after a long while, all of a sudden, I just stopped, and I felt complete. So I walked out into the sunshine, and something in me just started stirring, and I laughed absolutely uncontrollably and bolted from my bicycle and darted off into adventure, to an unknown, to a me I was clearly and committedly going to get to know beginning right then and there. I didn't have to be anyone, do anything, or get anywhere. I was just going to do what that guide inside whispered to me, amongst giggles and excitement. My eyes were wide, my ears alert, and my heart jumping out of my chest, because I knew I had everything I need right there, inside. Just me listening to my guide. And that's freedom. That's what your guide can teach you. The we version of you has more wisdom than an oracle. He or she is your guardian, your angel, and your light. You can find all of the opportunity life has to offer by listening and receiving his or her guidance. So what do you want? Take a couple minutes and listen to your guide inside. Stay put and just listen. You'll hear, feel, and see it in no time. Share what your guide inside tells you you are committed to and what you want in the comment section below this video, and share this message. It's time we all connect to ourselves within. Subscribe to this channel, go to theharvestmethod.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter, and let me coach you. Your guide and I are connected. Let's get you tapped in as well. I will see you next week, and I love you very much. Bye-bye.